to the Funky Panther in 2024.
Oh, hi. Happy New Year, boys.
Things are going to be a little bit different this year. We're not going to say funny things. Not that we really ever did before.
No.
We're going to go really like a monotone route, I think.
I think it's
I
about
hear
time.
that we're going to go really racist.
We're going to go racist, monotone, do a lot of ASMR. I feel like that's still a thing, yeah?
Let's turn the freaking frogs gay.
Yeah, so let's start like this.
What did I just walk into here?
I think
Yeah.
we should be a lot like Alex Jones. That's my take.
Look at this bun on my head. I have a bun.
You do have a bun.
We knew and we ignored.
Javier's grown his hair out.
My hair is growing.
It actually grows at an alarming pace. It was really short over New Year's, and then all of a sudden it sprouted back out.
Yes.
You see the Santa Claus?
Yes, with Tim Allen?
Yeah, so you know how it's kind of like that. He just all of a sudden he shaves his beard and the beard pops back up.
Oh, yes.
Like
and he gets chubby.
Like a poor anime version of something. You're like a Wish anime.
I was going to say Mexican Santa Claus.
Mexican Santa
that
Claus.
sells oranges on the side of the street.
What's Mexican Santa Claus's name?
Santa Claus.
It's the same thing, just with an accent.
But if I said that, it would not. I'd be appropriating your culture. I'm not.
Try to say it.
All right, from the chat, sorry to tell you, Sam, we're not doing a new format. I know you want us to change. You want better.
Santa Claus?
But
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
This is us, though.
Yeah, Huey, like when Homer shaves, you seen that episode of The Simpsons where he shaves and then it just grows
right back, yeah.
Right back. It's hilarious. I love that.
So we've been gone for
2 weeks.
2 weeks. We took 1 week off, so it's been 2 weeks since we've seen each other.
But 1 week off.
Yeah, 1 week off. Javier, what have you been up to the past couple of weeks since we met last?
Well, I had the flu. You know,
you did?
Flu's going on around.
Didn't know that.
And then that was I got better in New Year's, and then Tammy got sick, and then yeah, we went for New Year's. We went out to Lily's Bistro. We've done that for the past couple of years. Not last year. We were at your place last year, but the year before, the 2 years before that, and it was good. It's delicious as always.
You spread the flu?
I spread the flu.
Super spreader.
I was like, blah! But no, that cough has been going around here for like the past 2 months. That RSV or whatever.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Flu cough.
It's like RSV cough?
Yeah. So everybody's got that little cough going on.
Is there a P at the end?
Cop?
No, RSVP cough or
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to reserve it. You got to reserve the cough.
I don't know why anybody would reserve a cough, but
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
No, God, it's 2024 now.
So we're gonna stay in this whole just monotone.
Raspberries.
I don't
know what's going on.
The quieter we get, the better.
But did you have a good New Year's?
Yeah, we watched the ball drop, and as soon as it was midnight, she's like, "I'm going to
bed."
Which ball? But that's penis joke.
You know what I mean?
Know what I mean, dog?
Yes, sir.
Is it a penis joke if you were just referencing balls though?
If a tree falls in the forest, is it still a penis joke?
Does it all count as one unit?
Yes, it's a unit joke.
It's a unit.
It's a unit joke.
Big unit. Oh yeah, brother. It's one whole unit. Oh yeah.
That's surprisingly well.
Macho man.
You've gotten better with that.
Peak cream of the crop. I don't know. I got to practice.
He did a bunch of cocaine in the driveway before he came inside, so he's able to channel his inner macho man.
AKA pocket Skittles.
Dude comes out of here, and we're having a full-ass conversation, and he's got what originally weren't they like mini M&Ms? I think they used to come in.
Yeah, they did,
like
right?
When we were in high school, it
yeah.
was like mini M&Ms in the little like plastic container, and he pulls that shit out full of Skittles. It's like pocket Skittles.
Skittles Littles, baby.
Is it called Skittles Littles?
Skittles Littles. Look, it says Skittles Littles.
That's cute.
And it says so tiny, describing my penis.
What's that movie with Adam Sandler and
Big Daddy?
No, he's got
8 Crazy Jews.
Where
or 8 Crazy Nights. Sorry.
Waterboy.
No, it's more recent where it's got Andy Samberg in it.
Oh, Who's Your Daddy?
Who's Your Daddy or something like that? Yeah. It's the pocket. He always put his in Andy's pocket. He always had like what's it called? The chicken nuggets.
Oh, chicken nuggets.
Pocket nugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. No, that was pretty much it. It's been a busy week at work, so we just stay busy. And man, I've been trying to see Jesus, but he's been so busy. I always get on the map and check and see. That's my boy. That's what it's called. That's the boy.
Yeah.
Did I say who's the boss?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jamie.
Who's your daddy? I think.
But now I want to see him soon. I hadn't seen him since he's been back.
Shit, you haven't seen him yet?
I hadn't seen him yet. It's just been either been busy at work or we were sick and he was wanting us to go out with Mike the Bike.
Oh, that's
to Down and Out, Raw and Down and Out to do karaoke. Which go to Down and Out for your favorite drinks. Always on rotation,
like a Funky Panther shandy.
Funky Panther shandy. Hopefully,
That
it's
is-
still there forever.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
It is.
Christmas
It's still
over?
on there.
Okay, nice. How do you know? When's the last time you went?
Well, last time I was there.
We need to go, man. It's been a minute, and
Been a minute, but I was there a couple of weeks ago, but it was still like the Christmas pop-up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I miss that place so much.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Their Christmas drinks for the pop-up were all great.
I was really upset, and I
And I
go
made it for
back.
karaoke, too.
I go back to like everything's shutting down, and I'm not helping because I'm not going out, and I really need to go out. I've been wanting to, but I just been too busy, too tired, and It's
No, I
life.
get you. I've not really done a whole lot either. It's just the way of the world, my dude.
Word.
You know?
So, Chad, what have you been up to?
So I have gotten the opportunity to see Zeus. Ready for him to start performing, though. Like,
Me too. Yeah, absolutely.
Once he starts playing places, I know that they're both like subbing and working, and so it's been they've been busy. And he's trying to get a license like back in the U.S., so they got to get all their shit together.
It's like a community where he's like, I thought you had a law degree from Columbia. He's like, yeah, now I have to get one in America.
You mean they just let his driver's license go?
Yeah, he's been gone for 3.5 years.
No, man, I'd keep that thing up. I think.
I mean,
How could you?
I don't think that they planned on coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So on New Year's, we rented a place up in Denton. Fucking awesome Airbnb because it had like every room was themed with someone that went to UNT. So like Stone Cold.
Undertaker? They have an Undertaker room?
No.
But they had a meatloaf room.
They had Meatloaf. Like
Was it
different
full
people
of
that went to
meatloaf?
UNT. Yeah. Because everyone at UNT loves meatloaf, the food. But it was really, really cool Airbnb because it had like 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
It was just like good for a group, and then got to hang out in Denton. I love Denton. We need to plan the next time that we do something local. The 3 of us, we need to go to Denton.
Yeah, the last time I went was whenever we went with Angie.
It's just a pain in the ass because you have to drive up there and then you get shit-faced and you have to come back at some point.
True.
That's the only problem.
That is true. But if we got like a hotel for a night or something
Yeah.
like that, that'd be super cheap.
Super cheap.
Super cheap.
Be super cheap.
And then so we went to the pizza place in the mall. We did. They've got a so Armadillo is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Armadillo. However, there's a brewery up there called DCBC, Denton County Brewing Company.
Yeah.
And it is up there with Turning Point's beers. Like they were
Really?
damn good. Like dessert stouts and hazy IPAs and this seltzer that was like a blue Gatorade. It actually,
yeah, that's what
Yeah, it
Lance
tastes,
told me.
It tastes like a blue Gatorade.
yeah, it's so damn good. So that place slaps. They've got one of the best, I think, ramen places in DFW. Komodo has phenomenal ramen, and then just cool little bars. So it's just nice little getaway, do stuff that's love Fort Worth, but it's nice to do a little something different.
I've been sucking on some peanuts and I've been
Yeah. What was that bar though that we went to? It's like a house and
I want to say I always say it wrong. It's like Elm Street Ice House or something like that.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's where I paid.
Oak
I paid
Street?
$60 for a pour pappy.
Oh yeah, dude got some pappy.
Man.
It was delicious.
I paid myself out a bonus, so I sold some vacation,
Oh, cool. Okay.
which we're able to do, and
Yeah.
so I sold a little bit of vacation, so I had like an extra grand. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna splurge.
Gross.
You should have just spent that grand on
And
a bottle of Pappy,
No.
and then sell it to people like on the street. Shot of Pappy, like $100 a shot.
$100 a shot. Yeah, it was $60 for it was the rye. It was the rye, but it smelled like apple cider.
All right.
Yeah, it was
right.
it was very much like an apple cinnamon type cocktail. It was really damn good.
It was fantastic.
So the name of that bar across from Komodo Loco is Oak Street Draft House. Yeah, that place is
Oak Street Draft House.
Yeah, it's like an old school. It kind of reminds me of Antebellum out in Weatherford. where it's like
Antebellum and Ginger Man.
old
like
school
the-
Gingermans.
Gingerman.
Gingermans.
Gingerman, Mr. Gingerman.
But this past weekend didn't do anything. Just trying to it's been crazy.
It's
at work.
been.
It's been 10, 11 hours every day. Yeah, so that's been great. But that's about it. Tim?
10 or 11 hours every day?
Yeah.
Dude, that
From
sucks,
like 8
man.
to 6. It was 7:30 to 6:30 generally.
Yeah. Damn. I forget how much I like an office job because we get the banker's hours and stuff like that. So like 4 o'clock Fridays.
Yeah.
I was off on for New Year's Day, so I hadn't been off on New Year's Day in a long time. So that was nice. New Year's Day was off, so I had that nice little weekend. I've got Martin Luther King Jr. Day coming up, so
Oh yeah, Monday.
yep. So I'm gonna be off on that day as well, which is nice. I'll have a nice little
How are you
3-day
gonna
weekend.
are you gonna celebrate, or
Yeah, I can't say it.
what are you gonna do?
Well, I was gonna sit in my room and cry.
Oh, I see. Well, that's
Yeah.
probably the right move.
Anyways,
Is that a white guilt joke?
Yeah, 100%.
no, I wasn't gonna do anything. I mean, what do you do for Martin Luther King Day? I mean, sit and reflect on the civil rights movement.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I think that's the time to do it. I mean,
probably watch Malcolm X. Maybe. I mean, it's not the same thing, but I don't know.
that's a whole other person.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I gotta, praise that.
His praise song.
Is that what that was? I was so confused.
I'm gonna go to the train, gonna throw a tomato at a white man, and he's gonna hate it.
Keep going. Keep going.
Go to hell, Whitey.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Holy shit. From the chat, he's had way too many Skittles.
Joke's on you. He's been doing Molly all night.
It's all Molly. All of it.
Jesus.
No, I don't get it off. I don't
Yeah.
get that day off.
Yeah, you
I
would
gotta work.
You would work.
If I worked at a
Sounds right.
bank
you would
or
have it off.
a teacher, then
yeah.
I would have had it off.
Right.
No, I watched. Did you ever see that movie First Man?
Is
Ryan
that the one?
Gosling.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently I saw it in the theaters, and I don't remember.
Oh, I did too.
I don't remember seeing it in theaters.
I think it's the only time I saw it.
So we watched it last night, and I'm sitting there like, man, I don't remember this. I don't remember that. But then there's parts that I do remember. But the one that I didn't remember was Leon Bridges is in it.
Yeah, he says, white man's going up into space. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And I'm sitting
He
there.
was Gil Scott Heron, I think
Yeah.
it was, right?
And and I'm sitting there watching this, and we go through. I was like, wait a second. I paused the movie, and I'm like, is that Leon?
People are down here starving. Whitey's going up to space. That's
Yeah.
what
Whitey's
Yeah.
going to the moon.
Why is it? Whitey? Yeah.
Yeah, he was singing a song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a spoken word like thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it completely threw me off.
You're like, wait.
I had no idea whenever
I know that
I
man.
saw it in the theater. I was like, holy fuck, it's Leon.
Yeah, I've seen that dude.
Yeah.
I've seen him wear some weird shit too.
Yes,
I
sir.
bought him a shot of whiskey.
What else did you, Tim?
Yeah, so celebrated
Hey, I met Kanye. You know I met Kanye.
celebrated New
It's
Year's
the first one of
up in
2024.
Denton as well. Good time playing that drunk game.
Okay. So there's this game.
Who's in my mouth?
No, different game. Different night, same weekend.
Raspberries.
So, Sarah's friend Brittany got me this game for Christmas off of Temu. It was like a $3.50 card game called Sodally Tober. And if there was any game that I'm thinking like there's gonna be some verbiage wrong, like it's gonna say
Like
some stuff
knucking futs.
yeah,
or
it's just
something.
like stupid, like someone fucked up because it's probably made in a different country. Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Where's most of things from Temu?
China.
Yeah.
And English is not their first language.
Right.
Or
So
Bangladesh.
these cards are. It's such. Was it fun?
Yeah.
It's a fucking hilarious game. Every card is some different action or some kind of thing that you have to do, and so it just kept the whole night very interesting. And it's a good 2-hour game ish. There's a
Yeah.
lot of cards, but it was
If you
definitely
if you don't set there's like a in game, if you just go through it all, it's like a 2-hour game. Yeah.
right. Yeah. So it was even more fun because we had 8 or 9 people playing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us playing. I think the only ones that weren't playing were G and Lance, maybe.
They played the second night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a lot of group playing. It was a fun game. You gotta
At
play
one
it.
point, I had to throw myself underneath the table,
Yeah, we all did.
and then whoever was the last one had to drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff that
Kind of like 3 Man.
seriously stuff that
Yeah.
like 40-year-olds or nearly 40-year-olds shouldn't be doing.
More like King's Cup. You know how King's Cup is like, tell the truth and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this. It was more like that, where every card is an action. One of them was like, hold this card like a baby until someone else takes that card from you or something like that. So they're all just random fucking shit. It's cool.
Yeah, you get licked.
You get to lick people in the game.
So it's just a bunch of swingers weekends.
Yeah, it leads to weird things.
Yeah.
Cool.
At
That's how we got the
one point we
weekend
had
started.
we had a big bowl with where we put our keys in it. It was
Right,
really weird.
Right.
And then you drove down to Colette in Dallas.
Dude,
You talk about Colette quite a bit now. Is
There's a lot of people.
is this something you do?
No.
This is
no.
the second time in the past month you've brought it up.
I'm not a. No. Hey, so what else did happen this weekend?
Yeah, that's it. I've got for y'all.
A couple of OnlyFans people.
We're gonna have some weird off days coming up because
Tim's got to go sell his body.
yeah, your man is working. I'm picking up some OT.
Your man's going to
this
be
month.
slinging
Is it
that
the next 2
thing on the
weeks?
streets.
Yeah, like I've only picked up. There's only like one Tuesday that's gonna be weird.
Okay.
But I'm working like this weekend. I've got Saturday evening, then I'm working a double on Sunday, and then
Since when did the stock show want to be like the Houston Rodeo?
when they moved into Dickies,
Yeah.
Really?
When it started getting big.
it was straight up like once Dickies was announced that they were going to build it. They got rid of the stock show and rodeo live band, which to me that was what the stock show was. You'd go there and you hear the live ensemble play and
Ensemble.
all that stuff, and you're sitting in the old arena. And now, I mean, Dickies, it's fun. It's still fun, but it feels so just commercialized.
Yeah, it's different for sure. I agree with you.
When it voted like best venue in the world?
Yeah, actually, Dickies, yes, it is, and so that's why we're
Shout
gonna,
out
It
to
was
you,
it was
Dickies.
to that size venue. It wasn't the best venue in the world. I think it was that specific size, which is
Horns
still
up.
huge. It's awesome.
Horns up, Lance. Texas is back. He hates Texas.
yeah, Dickies. Dickies Arena is nice. We went and saw Panthers of the Cross.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah, we
did.
did.
During
Yeah.
the break, right?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we did that. It was their first game out there. That was, I think their first game for the season.
Right. It was
whatever.
the season
Home
opener.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Lost,
good,
but it was fun.
dude. And it was a close game too. It was a very good match. I like games that are blowouts, but I also like games that kind of keep you on the edge of your seat. I really thought we were going to pull ahead right at the beginning.
It was back and forth. It definitely was a nail biter. Like we were up by 3, they were up by 3, we were up, they were up.
Yeah.
It was high scoring game.
Yeah, man, I like getting blown out.
Blown out?
What? Hey, so help everyone's.
I want to know, how does a man get blown out?
How is everybody's 4th of July? Oh wait, it's New Year's. It's a new year.
Jesus.
New year, new me.
I don't know if I want that or not. There it is. I don't know. I don't know what else there is to talk about. What are y'all excited about for the rest of the month? What else do you got going on? You mentioned the stock show and rodeo.
Yeah, just working and doing all that stuff. I mean, I'm looking forward to. Dude, we went up to Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
This episode brought to you by Living Spaces. Okay, no, all right.
We just
let's-
lost 2 viewers.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, we went up there. We're looking for a new couch,
Yeah.
Cool.
and
The one in the Airbnb was awesome.
yeah, so that actually was what prompted us because I was
Yeah.
looking at all these different ones. So I sat on they have a version of like a cloud couch or whatever.
Where?
Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
Yeah, they have this version of a cloud couch,
Okay.
and for
What's a
those
cloud couch?
it's supposed to be like super soft, like you kind of sink into it. It's real big, fluffy, and it was nice. But for those that have not seen me in person and don't know this, I am a tall individual.
You're a tall, lanky man.
Ish. Tallish.
He's lanky, is what he is.
I'm above average, sir.
It's okay. So am I, Tim.
So whenever I sat down,
Somewhere.
when I sat on that couch, though, like I'm too tall for it.
Okay.
So like my feet are on the ground, but like they're up.
Oh, like your knees are above
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
That sucks.
And it did suck because I was really sold on that couch. I was like, I want to get that couch. It's gonna be so comfortable. I'm gonna be like so cozy and watching movies and stuff. And
Did you hear that? Living Spaces, up your game.
Living Spaces.
this episode no longer sponsored by.
From the chat, did you go to the bar?
I didn't know they had a bar
Where?
at Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
Yeah, I had no idea they had a bar. And so when we go back, because we are going to end up buying a couch from there.
Yeah, my last couch was from. Well, yeah, my last one was Home Zone. The 2 couches ago was Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
And it was probably one of my favorite couches. I like that they've got like modular options so you can kind of fit something that fits whatever space you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So is it an adult theme park? Because Christy said there's a bar and they have a kids play area.
I don't know. I'm willing to go.
And Vanya said, someone quick, get Living Spaces on the phone.
Living Spaces. I like how this wasn't prompted. We didn't plan this.
We
It's just
didn't.
completely impromptu.
Yes.
But, you know, you got to say it when. How many times did I say it when we were in
Denton? A bunch.
Someone you found out where the couch was
Yeah.
from, and then it just like every time someone mentioned it.
So is this what happens when we get older, though?
Yeah.
It's like we find like that one store or whatever we want to go to. Like, I had to go to Lowe's because my canopy blew off into the yard.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
right.
I was about to say while we were inside talking about that, like, boy, it was sure windy last night.
Oh, I
wasn't it?
tell you what, that wind was crazy.
That's
huh?
what you do as an adult. You talk about the weather, like, oh, goodness me, I had to put the garbage bins inside last night.
my.
Yeah, that shit. So I was telling them earlier, and so I pull up, and whenever I park my truck, I usually can see part of the little gazebo on my deck, but this time I saw more.
You saw a little what on your
I
what?
could see a little gazebo on my deck.
You better get that checked
you
out,
need
buddy.
to go to a doctor, my dude.
Heard them gazebos spread pretty quick.
I'm pretty sure that you can get
Yeah.
medicine for that, but you need to get it taken care of.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. Yeah. So, anyways, I was really
We're
concerned.
not drunk yet, guys.
I was really concerned why it was why I could see it, right? So I
Right.
go out there and like half of it's off the deck, half of it's on it, and it's a big metal structure, and so I'm over there like struggling trying to get it back on there. Jessie finally gets home. She helps me get it back up, and
Hey-o.
doing it all wrong, Tim.
Once-
Jesse came home and helped him get it up.
once we got it got it back on the deck,
Ooh.
I was planning on just leaving it there. I wasn't gonna screw it down or anything. I was like, oh, it'll be fine.
It's like, yeah.
Dude, I'm so thankful that I decided to go to Lowe's and buy those bolts, man.
Yeah, you gotta clean up your job
Because
you know what I
that
mean?
night we had shit blowing around in the backyard,
Mhm.
shit slamming into the house, blew the pillows we have on the front porch out into the yard. I mean, it was just
It was super fucking windy, and I was driving a lot today, out to Dallas and back, and man, my 4Runner was just getting blown back and forth all over the highway.
Your back was getting blown out?
My
back
back
and
was
forth?
blown
Dude, I hate
out on the highway.
I hate driving in that.
I do too.
Because you look, but I think it would be the best time, like if you didn't smell like alcohol, but you were
Right.
drinking a little bit, and you got pulled over, be like, man, it was the wind. You have a pretty good solid defense.
And they're not going to smell it because you open the windows and it's just blowing through.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so would you rather drive in like hella rain or like wind like it was?
Dude, I don't know. Like, so
Wind is scary if you're in a big vehicle.
do you have astigmatism?
Yes.
So yeah, so I do too, and I see those like real sharp lines or whatever.
Yeah.
And so if I'm driving in the rain at night is my worst enemy.
I got a couple tisms.
So speaking of, did you do that test that Tim sent you?
I wanted to, but then I was talking to Tammy. I'm like, I think Tim just told us he was R word.
No, he's just a little on the spectrum is
Yeah.
all. I mean, we all kind of are.
we all
It tells
are.
you where on the spectrum you are, essentially.
I'm just a little bit more than some other.
Yeah, Tim, Lance, and I all did them on the couch while we were watching Seinfeld.
Yeah, I think Lance was like 111 or something like that, which is like some tendencies or whatever.
Yeah,
I was 161,
which is
like
relatively high.
yeah, it's like pretty much like yeah, you probably are somewhere on there.
Right.
So yeah,
I should probably take it.
Mine was like 61.
Yeah, something like that. So
61 or 81,
you were
something like that.
you were low.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's funny is like after I took that test like a while back, and I took a couple other
And
ones.
it's gotten worse.
just keeps.
I don't know why it keeps
yeah.
getting worse and
getting
worse.
higher.
I took that one. I took a couple other ones, and all of them kind of pointed to the same direction, and it actually makes sense, right? And so I'm thinking back at like whenever I was a kid,
Yeah.
dude. I would take my micro machines and line them up
Mm-hmm.
and do all that stuff. So I'd line them up, and then I'd take one out and play or whatever, and then I'd put it back, stuff like that.
Did you go like, and then, you know, pull it out and then
I don't know if I made the noises or anything.
roll out?
I don't think I did that.
Micro machine.
But I would definitely line them up, and I had this obsession with military aircrafts. Like I had this big. This is pre 9/11, sir.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I had this big book of like
9/11.
military aircrafts, like
Big Book of 9/11.
Big Book of 9/11.
On the group
Yeah,
chat,
so,
hey, what do you suggest? Aaron asks, hey, Javi, what do you suggest if I want to get into bourbon?
You're asking the wrong dude.
Yeah, these guys know more about bourbon than I do.
You should be asking me.
Tim is the bourbon connoisseur man.
Well, it just depends on like what kind of flavor profile you like.
Okay, never mind. You were asking the right person. How
No,
did you
no,
just tell him?
You know what? Just get a grape soda and then just get Johnny Walker Blue, right? And you just pour
That's
it in
Scotch.
there.
That's Scotch. No, if you want to get bourbon, I'll tell you like straight up. If you want to get into the bourbon game, like I'm drinking Rare Breed, which is a Wild Turkey brand. Honestly, everybody gives shit about Wild Turkey 101.
Wild Turkey's great.
No, Wild Turkey is really good.
Wild Turkey's actually really good. It's affordable.
Jim Beam is delicious also.
Jim Beam is actually not bad. Even Evan Williams, if you find anything that's bottled in bond, that means they take their time and actually do.
I like
something.
TX bourbon.
TX is good.
Yeah.
Is Buffalo Trace a bourbon?
Buffalo Trace is a bourbon. It's
I like
also a
Buffalo
distillery.
Trace.
They make a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They make a bourbon.
Yeah,
but
TX makes a good rye. I mean,
I drink mine a little bit. I like them a little bit on the hotter side, so I like a little bit higher proof.
Man, that rye, that Pappy rye that we had, that was so good. That was so good.
Ooh.
Tim, let me have a
Yeah,
sip.
Corey's saying
Silver Star is great also. That one bottle.
Silver Star and Garrison Brothers both.
Yeah, I think I had Garrison Brothers. We had it here, right? Or I had it with Lance.
We had Silver Star here.
We had Silver Star here.
Dude, I just remembered I had a hell of a day Friday.
Yeah.
I partied like I was fucking 21 again on Friday.
Where'd you go?
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I haven't been out in a while. I was like, I think I did go out. Y'all mentioned distilleries. So Sarah's kind of had a little bit of a rough day, so she left work early. And so we hopped around. We went to Panther City Barbecue with Jordan. She met us up, had a drink and some food. A place is always great. They had never been.
Did you get burger or did you get actual barbecue?
What did I get? Sarah and I split. We had tacos and some elote.
Those tacos are good.
Yeah, the Flacos tacos are legit. So we went there. Then we went to Jackie O's because I hadn't been there yet. And I forget the name of the guy that it was working. He's like a phenomenal cocktail dude that has worked at like the usual, like long red hair, like really cool guy. He's worked at Nickel everywhere. He's been everywhere. So we went there, and then she left, and then Sarah and I went to Acre Distilling. And I was talking about liquor made me.
Oh, I'm okay.
Yes, please.
So that Jackie O's, they've got a picture of like Jackie Kennedy. Like,
Yeah, they do.
Is she grabbing his brains or what?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Jesus, is that an actual picture out there?
yeah, man.
Holy shit!
She's
no.
like scrambling on the back of the car, and she's trying to put his brains back in his head.
Seriously? That is so fun. I'm like, God damn, you got to know at some point, like, this ain't going to work. Thanks. So we went to Acre, had a couple of cocktails at Acre. Acre's always great, you know.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Stockyards because her friends wanted to meet us up. So we went to.
Yeah, tell me, where would you go in the Stockyards?
So we went to the hotel where everyone goes, Drover.
Yeah.
So we had some cocktails behind. They had like fire pits back there and stuff like that. So we had a couple drinks at the Drover. And then we went over to. So you remember when we did the recording with PBR?
Cowboy Channel?
Cowboy Channel.
Yeah.
They have like a underground bar below it. It's still Cowboy Channel, but it's like underground.
The
So
Underground Cowboy?
I guess. I don't know. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Really? You don't fucking. I knew you made that shit
Yeah.
up. So we went there. That place was pretty cool. And then we went over. I haven't been to this place since Josh Weathers used to play there. The Basement Bar.
God damn, yeah, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
I went to Basement Bar. And I saw like the curtain and everything. I'm like, damn. I remember sitting down here drinking PBR and listening to Josh Weathers. Like, what was it, like every other Thursday or something?
Yeah.
That was
At,
a good time.
either Basement Bar or, whoops.
Is that
Okay.
porn?
Nope.
Yep.
A Basement Bar or what's that? Spencer's Corner.
Yeah, by Ridgemar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a fun day. And then we got Taco Bell and came home.
Would you say the Stockyards is worth going to hang out in?
It is. It's actually. I mean, it hadn't really stopped getting busier and busier. I feel like
that's the busiest place we have now.
it is.
I went downtown a few times the past few months. That place has gotten busy again. North Bain is starting to slow down. Magnolia is about the same. But Stockyards in downtown, they stay packed.
Yeah, they do.
It's a shame that North Main is slowing
What?
down.
What are you watching?
Nothing.
Let me see.
It's nothing.
It is a shame that North Main is slowing down now.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite places are there.
But South Main, I mean,
Or South Main, not North
South
Main,
Main
South
is
Main,
still. I mean, granted, the parking situation's gotten a little worse. I mean, they really need to fix or do something with that.
That's a big deal, the parking.
That's a
I
big-
think they could
Here's-
if they threw a parking garage up. Like, granted, you don't want to. necessarily do that, but at this point, I feel like it's needed.
Here's the thing, though. If you're complaining about the parking and you weren't going before, then you weren't really going in the first place.
The problem is it's all paid parking, and we in Fort Worth, as Fort Worthians, do not want to pay for parking.
Oh yeah,
no, yeah, fuck that.
And so the only place to really park, and I just park there because I don't want to drive around blocks for 20 minutes. My time, I feel like, is more valuable than the $5 I'm going to spend in a parking spot. But I just park right there where Big Cat is and just pay it. Just be done with it.
That's what we've been doing too. You're exactly right, because we got spoiled here in Fort Worth with Sundance.
Yeah.
All the parking garages after 5 o'clock and on the weekends are free.
Yeah, and then Sasha went ahead and fucked everything up.
However, I found a really good one.
I thought they're still free. They're not. Did you go in there and fuck everything up on the
parking?
No, the parking's still
okay.
That
was the valet shit.
Yeah, the valet stuff.
There is a really good parking garage across from the library and all that stuff. And you come down the elevator, and the elevator just opens up to the street. And that's every time I've been downtown, it's been free parking.
That's nice.
It's a good spot. Yeah. So
I feel like we should go to Houston Street sometime, or not like
dude,
not the
Archibald?
bar, but we're gonna get into that later. But right now we probably shouldn't. But
that 1 block radius is shut down.
Yeah, but we don't want to talk about how we want to go, because that's going to be
it's kind of fucked up.
But yeah, no, we definitely need to go. All right. You know what I want to talk about on the actual episode?
Penises.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what we're going to do and when we're going to go for our TFP trip.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Okay, yeah.
Who's your daddy?
Do y'all know when our 1 year
do?
is? Do you know when that is?
It is the 14th, ain't it?
Of January?
Yeah.
No.
I think
I
so.
thought you said it was in February.
No, it's January is the one where the first episode came out. Fuck! Yeah, Corey was talked about climbing with him. I can't tomorrow.
What is it, January of 2020?
We need to go soon, Corey. La la la.
I want to pull this up real quick. Oh,
when is the last
I pulled up January
time?
2020, and I've got Steve Brule, because that's
Oh, whenever we went.
yeah, we went to Dallas. That was a fun night. Let me see. When was the?
I thought it was February.
No, we recorded January. I think we released it in February.
I want to say it was February.
La 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 la. The Funky Panther is here, and we are going nowhere.
All right, never mind. Fuck it.
We're never gonna leave because we have everybody in
So
life.
do we want to just jump into it?
Yes.
Le Funky Panther.
We gotta start. Never gonna know.
I can find. I could bet I can find out before the theme ends.
I doubt it. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We have got a hell of a show for you here on episode 161. We're all back here in 2024, and things are going to change a little bit. So,
January 17th.
Nailed it. Nice. Well done. Sit back, relax. I tried to slow down to give you time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are the
Funky Panther.
Did I miss the memo? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
Remember Chad said we were
The
changing.
Funky Panther.
I have
La
these-
Pantera Funky.
My sweaty balls are on special this week. My perfect sweaty balls. They have a nice nutty flavor. And,
Hey, if you missed the first 30, go check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube. You can search for us at The Funky Panther. We do kind of spend 30 minutes before every episode to catch up on what we've been up to the past couple of weeks or past week. This time around, last time we recorded was right before New Year, so it's been a little bit. But we're not going to get back into that shit. You got to go watch our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
you got to go to YouTube and subscribe to our shit.
I'm not going to force feed it down your throat, but it's really good.
And right now, we have an hour of things to talk about, and it's not about us or our well-being or what's going on in our personal lives.
Because we already talked about that. Shout out to everybody right now on the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for being dedicated Funky Bunch. Funky Bunch?
Funky Bunch.
Is it still the Funky
I
Bunch?
think that's what we said.
Yeah.
Cool.
Long time ago.
We are
January 17th,
about
I think.
8 days from our
2020.
4-year.
Damn.
8 days.
Boy, howdy.
And, man, thank you for everyone that's 4 years. I mean, I can't believe it's been 4 years.
Time flies when you're having
Mediocre
time.
A swell time.
Time flies when it's mediocre and things are okay.
things are all right.
And you're not sucking the dick of Fort Worth.
So we seriously do have a lot of things to talk about. I mentioned to Tim this week, I was like, man, since you have not been doing the news, I don't know what's going on. And people keep talking about these things on social media. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know anything about the Cat Williams shit. I don't know anything about that Gypsy Rose girl from the show, which it's not the show, it's the real life version, but I saw the show. There's like so many things that are out there right now. The Epstein shit, and then what all the memes and the videos that Anthony's been sending with the who's the wheelchair guy?
Oh, Stephen
Hawking. Yeah,
I want to go. I want to go. What's that from Bad Friends?
Bad Friends.
Somebody stop me.
Somebody stop
me.
What is that? Have you seen the song where it's like, push me?
Oh, yeah. That one was fantastic. He's sitting there with the keyboard written in his lap.
I had no idea that was Stephen Hawking.
Till I get some satisfaction. Fuck. It's so jacked up.
I want to go. I want to go.
I want to go to the island.
So we're going to catch up on shit, like current events, news, things, and we're going to talk through those things.
There's a new UFO video?
No.
On the group chat?
Miami, I think.
Really?
That's what they're talking about. Yeah.
I'm going back. No, that's Cali. Never mind.
There's this whole thing. Since that was brought up real quick, there was these videos that were circulating where all these cops showed up to like a mall in Miami.
Oh, okay. I know.
And then people
were
were saying they saw like 10-foot beans and all this other stuff.
Beans?
Beans.
Like beans.
I had this.
legumes.
I had the same.
Frijoles.
Look, I had the same issue on Lance on
legume
on emo
Legumes.
on
A
emo taco.
legume.
Okay.
Emo taco?
I said bean.
You're
But it
missing the
can't-
G.
I know. That's how
It's
how
kind
it
of like
comes
you're
out.
naked.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
I say naked.
I know you do.
Anyways, it makes perfect sense to me. Anyways,
Naked beans.
Somebody stop me. Naked
Are
beaners.
you saying naked beings? Naked beans.
Listen here, brother. The only naked beans I like here is naked Javier's.
so this girl, she
Wow, that was incredibly racist. I don't know why you would say something like that.
Because I'm Mexican.
So, what does that make you?
I'm Mexican.
I posted that video finally.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank God. That was pretty funny.
That's good shit.
so this
Racismo! Go ahead, sorry.
this girl she put in the coordinates to that mall.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, what if I reverse them? And she reversed them, and it's basically the center of Antarctica. So there's always been this theory that there's an alien race under the ice cap in Antarctica.
Didn't you watch
And
Alien
they
versus Predator?
And they got there through a portal, and the portal
Okay.
was just on the other side.
I think
They,
it's pronounced.
they think that portal is in Miami?
yeah.
I think it's pronounced chortle. Chortle.
The chortle's in Miami.
The chortle, my ball is Miami.
Okay.
yeah.
Full of Cubans.
So that supposedly happened.
From the chat, so there's you got to look this up, Javier, while Tim's going through the new stuff. Herbie's been obsessed with this UFO video. Apparently, it's an octopus video from Iraq.
Is it? I don't know. That seems like it's a trap.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be some kind of sex video thing, like Blue
Octopus.
Waffle or something. Yeah, good luck with that. So, Tim, where are we going to start?
All right, I want to start with one thing. So Texas school known for partying drinks stadium dry of beer.
Okay.
So when you think of party schools in Texas, which ones come to your mind?
I mean, I think TCU and
Either
UT.
TCU, UT. Okay.
Isn't
Javier?
SMU supposed to be one of the biggest party schools of all time, though? I thought
SMU is one of them. SMU, UT,
TCU.
TC. No.
So usually
No?
no.
Come on, 7th Street is all TCU.
Yeah, but it's
fuckers.
7th Street. Like
that's
Austin has 6th
That's
Street.
the only place they have to go. Yeah.
SMU has all that Fitzhugh stuff or whatever they got going on.
All right. So usually, what if there's a drinking list like top party schools or whatever in Texas, UT Austin, Texas Tech, Texas A&M is always usually on the list.
Texas, what was it? Tarleton? Not Tarleton. Texas State used to be one.
Texas State always ends up on the list as well.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the school that drank a stadium dry of beer. So they were in their first ever bowl game,
Okay.
and they play their game and they're doing great, and their side of the stadium ran out of beer. So then naturally they had to go over to the other side of the stadium to get more beer, and they drank all of that out as well.
Dude, that is baller as shit. Did their team win? I don't think it really matters as long as you're having a good time.
They won the game 45-21.
Hell yeah. Well done.
Yeah, so it was at the Dallas First Responders Bowl. But yeah, they drank the stadium freaking dry.
Dude, that's crazy.
Is this real?
That's like us at South by with Visit Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah. We killed all that TX.
Like, we need more TX because they finished the weekend's lot in the day.
That was wild, man. That was a wild weekend. Like, there was so much weed going around, and the mayor of Fort Worth was back there just like chilling.
Not smoking
She
the
wasn't
weed.
smoking the weed.
We don't make this sound like
Man, Parker, I know you party, girl.
no.
I
don't
know
remember-
you party.
I don't remember any weed. I just remember a lot of drinking, lot of TX,
I'm coming.
a lot of TX.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kidding. Sorry. Fuck.
Gross. Timothy.
Freudian slip. I'm going to send you the video.
Everybody, I can't pull it up. I don't
No.
have it all set up. I don't have it.
Yeah, it won't be a video. You're just gonna have to explain it, maybe.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. The video has to be shown.
No, we'll have to pull the video up later. I can't make that happen. Right now.
Doggone it. Anyways, yeah, it's crazy. It looks crazy.
So it's an
insane.
okay.
It
Well,
looks like an octopus.
will you tell us what it is?
It's just an octopus.
Let me describe it if you're
going
not gonna
over
do it. Let me see. Let me see.
Here,
Oh,
okay.
going over in the sky.
Yeah, here, hold on. Let me get back to it.
They call them.
trying to-
They call
Is it
them.
Robotnik from Sonic?
Yep, that's who it is. Dr. Robotnik.
They call them sky pusses.
Sky puss.
I don't think they do.
Give me that sky puss, man.
Okay,
All right.
no. Continue with the Texas State thing. Are
There
you?
you go.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I was just
Okay.
like, it was
Okay.
it was incredible that they literally drank a school.
Texas
like
State is a party school,
It
though.
is. It
It's
is.
a straight up party school. We worked with a girl at Best Buy who went to Texas State, and she would come in for like summer break
Yeah, that's crazy.
to work at
What is
Best
that?
Buy, and she'd tell us about all the cool parties.
I want Herbie to tell me if that's
Okay,
real.
shut up. So, in Iraq, apparently, there is a zoomed-in video of a jellyfish UFO. This is a zoomed-in video of the jellyfish UFO that Corbell posted. I noticed it was zoomed. I don't give a fuck about the story.
I do feel like it does
looks
look
like a
kind of
bag.
fake. It does.
It looks like like that video. Was it American Beauty?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
it's the most beautiful thing. It looks like that. It looks like a floating bag.
Here, let me find the zoomed out video because
I'd like to see another version of that. But
all right.
interesting.
So you were talking about like kind of wanting to know the news stuff, and you watched the thing about Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Yeah,
right?
so I had to Google who it was because I saw, you know how every month, I think it started last year. It's like every month there's like 3 big memes or newsworthy things that kind of hit. And this month it was like 2024 already has like all this dozen different things. And I didn't even know who the girl was in this picture with this dude. I'm like, how is this noteworthy?
Yeah.
And then come to find out it's Gypsy Rose.
All right. So I'll give you a kind of a synopsis of what happened.
Okay.
So Gypsy Rose Blanchard was a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Right.
So that's where somebody makes you sick.
I understand.
That keeps you right.
I saw this show. Did you ever see the show?
Yeah.
It was a great
Well,
show.
I don't know. They've got so many out now.
There's like a biopic about it, and I want to say, I forget who the mother was. Biopic.
biopic.
Yeah, she came out and said she wanted the person who played 11 to play her character.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's what
that
she wanted.
apparently
She
they
said,
haven't.
"Man, fuck Joey King. I want Millie Bobby Brown."
Yeah. So, anyways, so she was abused by. It's usually abused by a caretaker whenever it's Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Dude, that
Right.
documentary is fucking nuts. Like the shit that she made her daughter.
So I'm going
go
to get into
through.
that.
Yeah.
Her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, forced her to use a wheelchair, a feeding tube, and undergo numerous medical procedures that she did not need. They said she had cancer, got all these cancer treatments, shaved her head, made it where she couldn't walk, said she had intellectual, deficits and all that other
Right.
stuff, right? And so they do all this stuff. Anyways, and she keeps her isolated from the outside world.
Right, but that's old news. All of this is
Right.
old news.
So at one point, I know I'm just kind of painting the picture of like who
Okay.
this person is.
Got
right?
it. Okay.
Now, what people don't realize, her mother was also doing this for financial gain, right?
Oh.
Because keep them sick, you get like the GoFundMe's, you
You
get
get,
all
like,
the
free trips to Disney.
all that stuff, Make a Wish thing,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
all that shit happens, right? People feel sorry for you, government fundings, things like that.
Pretty dark.
At one point, she tried to run away, and then her mom chained her to like the radiator for like 2 weeks
Yeah.
and wouldn't let her out, right? So Gypsy meets this guy named Nicholas Gojohn or whatever. Gojohn.
Right.
Online boyfriend, and they plan to escape from mother's control. They decide to kill Dee Dee and fled to Wisconsin, right? So Gypsy got she only had to serve 8 years, and then she got out on good behavior for being a modeled, prison citizen and all that other stuff.
I don't think she should have gone to prison, man.
Right. Okay. I kind of feel you on that one too, right? Maybe kind of like those affluenza cases where it's like you
Yeah.
get probation, 10 years probation.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend, who did the killing, life without parole.
Ooh.
Like, he's never going to get out. They're not together anymore either.
Yeah, she's remarried.
Yeah, so she married this guy while she was in prison, the prison pen pal thing.
What?
Yeah, so there's this dude that like started riding her because of the prison pen pal stuff, right?
Which, by the way, is a whole other thing we need to talk about.
Have you seen the ones from like Idaho?
Yeah, I've seen like it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so you get they show up on TikTok. And,
yeah, like the videos, like the actual prison pen pal
and like
videos.
it'll be some like really attractive chick in
Hey,
prison.
I'm here. I'm a cholo. I'm 7 to 10 here. I just want some companionship. Like, it's fucking insane.
Straight up. And I'm like, huh, now I get it. I kind of get like, it's like, all right, cool. And so you start talking to them, whatever, and you end up. Anyways, so she marries this guy, and now she's living with her father, Rod Blanchard, and his wife, Christy, in Louisiana. But she's engaged to a man named Ken. I guess I don't think they've gotten married yet.
Is he Knuff?
I think he is.
I am Knuff.
We are all Knuff.
True.
So she plans to pursue a career in cosmetology and advocate for victims of abuse. So one thing that she has come out and said is that, like, she was on The View, and one of the ladies from The View was like, you did the right thing, blah, blah. And she's like, no. Killing somebody is never the right thing. Like, I should never have done this. There was other ways, whatever. So she's smarter.
Knows.
Yeah, she knows. And she's smarter than what she seems, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite thing that has happened yet is that this guy got, so her boyfriend, they figured out his Instagram.
Yeah.
And so people started like making all these like really fucked up comments and shit like that to him. And
her actual new boyfriend
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
So I'm gonna let me see if I can find the comment that she said.
While you're doing that, I figured out the name of the show on Hulu. It's called The Act.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Joey King, like you mentioned, and then Patricia Arquette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a really good show.
She won an award for that.
It was really well put together.
Yeah.
So I knew the story, but I didn't realize the fact that
Okay, so they
been
did
in
get
prison.
married. They have been married. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm trying to. All right. So she clapped back. So all these people were like saying all sorts of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she says, Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me. We do not owe anyone anything. Our family is who matters. If you get likes and good comments, great. If you get hate, then whatever, because they don't matter. I love you. Besides, they jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. Happy wife, happy life.
Jesus Christ. The D is good.
So my question is how long until she has an OnlyFans?
She's not.
Oh,
You want to
come
see
on.
the people that she's following on Instagram?
Who's she following?
She's following
Michelle Obama.
Miley Cyrus, Noah Cyrus, Will Smith. These are the people that are following her.
That are following her.
That are following her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the news fucking people, or no, she's following. Sorry, she's following.
Okay, who's following her? I don't care who she's following.
8.1 million people follow her.
No.
8.1 million.
Dude, she's going to get, I mean, obviously with the movies and stuff like that, she's going to have to, they're going to buy rights to her
8.1. Well, she already made money off the Act, right? And then I'm sure that you're right. There'll be movies, and then obviously just social media alone, 8.1 million is an income.
Of
that
those
is an
people,
income.
Andrew Schultz, the comedian, follows her. You know, some of the
You follow her.
I don't follow her. I don't follow her.
So she's got
The freebie guy, Christy's friend, the freebie guy, follows her.
she's got an ebook titled "Released: Conversations on the Eve of Freedom," in which she reflects on her past and future. Dude, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna come out and say like she is gonna be set up for life.
She's going to have a show.
Yeah.
She's got the Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard on Lifetime. That's going to come out, or that's
She's already
out.
set up. She's
fine. She's going to be Christy. I wish he was my friend.
But her boyfriend's like sitting there, or her ex-boyfriend is like in prison for life. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
He probably won't go for life.
No. It's
Without parole?
Without parole.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm
that
sure he
poor
can like
fucker.
contest it, right? He can
Apparently,
do that.
from the chat, he's on the spectrum as well. Which
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
sucks.
they both were they both
Yeah.
were kind of off, and you can tell like Gypsy's just a little bit like just a little off. She's the way she talks and says things and whatever, but she seems like she's a very.
Well, yeah, she was drugged and
Yeah.
all this shit. Like, of course.
I
there'd be
don't
something
think
wrong with
I
her
don't think
anyway.
she'll ever. I don't think your brain could ever recover from that completely.
Yeah, that's
right?
ridiculous.
No, I mean that's your brain's wired.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that trauma for the rest of your life. So, I mean, it really sucks. It sucks that she had to go through all that. It sucks that, of course, the murders happened and she had to go to prison. It's great that she's out now and she can live her life the way she wants
Dude,
to.
what she ought to do is start a OnlyFans, but don't do anything like, provocative
Just have
or whatever.
conversations. Just have like a...
Don't even... You make it seem like it's going to be like you're going to see something, right? And so all these people, like, because morbid curiosity, they all pay for it, and then they get on there and it's just like her, like...
Just like Bad Baby.
I gotcha. Yeah, yeah, just like Bad Baby did.
Yeah.
Is that what she did?
Catch Me Outside.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
She didn't do anything bad?
Hell no.
No, I mean, it was not... Yeah, like,
I
she...
didn't know.
Yeah, like...
I mean, I didn't pay for it.
I'd assumed she would do something.
No, I
only got on Reddit.
I was talking to Jesse about that.
I'm just digging myself in a hole.
You're not making it so any better.
No.
I didn't go just pay for it.
So Reddit,
I
eh?
researched it deep until I found what I didn't want to see.
Jesse and I were talking about this last night, right? Because I brought up the Bad Baby thing.
Yeah.
I brought up Gypsy Rose. Like, when is she going to actually do an OnlyFans, right? Just joking because, I mean, it seems like it would be a money grab. She would make millions. I guarantee
Yeah,
it
for
instantly
sure.
because people are
Perverts.
fucked up, right?
Yeah.
But Bad Baby did the same thing. She knew like all these dudes were like wait until she turned 18, which is kind of gross.
Not me. Nuh-uh.
That's kind of gross.
That's gross right there, baby.
Wait until she turns 18.
Poppy.
Oh no.
I don't like any of this.
And then she does her OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
And then the whole thing was like people like flooded in there, paid the whatever it was, like $20 or $40 or however much it was.
She made millions of dollars, didn't she? Like in the
basically
first week.
basically overnight.
She broke the record, actually.
That's crazy.
and
then she did
literally all she was posting was stuff like you could see on like Maxim or whatever. It wasn't anything like
Yeah.
that racy, right?
They did an interview with her. They're like,
She knew exactly what she was doing.
They're like, what do you say to the people that like as soon as you created it when you turned 18 and like subscribed? And she's like, they belong in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember her
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So
not.
that's-
She's
I mean,
not wrong.
she knew what she was doing, and
Yeah.
dude, that's another person that capitalized.
Hell yeah,
on,
capitalized on the perversion of men.
Well, she capitalized on like a shitty situation. Well, she was a shitty person. It seemed like. At the
Yeah, I don't
beginning,
know if
Catch
she
Me
was
Outside,
really
how
in a
about that?
shitty situation. She created a shitty
Yeah.
situation.
You could thank Dr. Phil.
She was on Dr. Phil for being a little bitch.
Yeah.
but being a little bitch.
Just being a little bitch, that one.
I mean, realistically,
Yeah, she was being a little bitch.
being a little bitch.
Little bitch. She's such a little bitch.
I say it straight to her face too. I'd be like, I say, bitch.
You climb up in a tree and you want to tell me that
Yeah.
story?
She's like, hey, oh no, hold on, yeah. I said, bitch. Go out to space.
All right, so you want to know about Jeff Epstein, though?
Old Jeffy.
I
Old
believe it's
Jefferoo.
Jeffrey, but yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Old
Yeah.
Jeffrey
Have you seen
Epstein.
the Conan podcast that's been going around where it's I don't know who the guy is that's sitting there with him.
Oh
but
yeah, Jeff Epstein.
he's like, yeah,
You mean the
the financier.
yeah.
Jeff Epstein. And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah,
Jeffrey Epstein.
I've never known him to do anything bad. You know, it just and Conan and this guy are having this. It's fucking hilarious.
Jesus.
All right, so.
All I know is there's a list that was released, right?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of files.
Was it an actual list?
Yeah, there's a flight manifest.
And is Jimmy Kimmel on it?
No, I don't think so.
According to Aaron Rodgers, old Aaron Dum Dum Rodgers, Jimmy Kimmel's on the list.
I want to
Look,
list.
Aaron Rodgers sees the man, the man in the hat.
Yes.
Yeah,
like-
Aaron Rodgers. I like that guy, but he's a little crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to give you kind of overview of the Jeffrey Epstein thing that happened. So the files are part of a civil defamation lawsuit filed in 2015 by Virginia. Is it Guffrey?
Yeah.
Okay, Virginia Guffrey, who accused Ghislaine Maxwell of enabling her abuse by Epstein. A federal judge ruled in December of 2023 that the names of more than 100 people connected to Epstein, including business associates, accusers, and others, should be unsealed. So the first batch of documents containing 40 exhibits and hundreds of pages was released on January 3rd, 2024. The second batch was released on January 4th, and the third batch on January 5th. More documents are expected to be released on a rolling basis, okay?
Wow.
All right. So the documents include the names of some well-known figures such as Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump, but do not contain any new allegations or evidence of wrongdoing by them. However, one of the accusers has said that Prince Andrew did some shit.
Yeah, that was on the docuseries too. I remember that
and they're refusing. So from my understanding, the police are refusing to investigate that. They're like, we ain't touching that shit.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Powerful
nuts.
people get away with lots of things, right?
Yeah.
So documents are also includes depositions, transcripts, emails, flight logs, and other records related to Epstein's activities and contacts. The documents reveal some details about Epstein's lifestyle, such as preference for young girls, his use of private jets and islands, and his connections to powerful people and organizations. The documents also shed light on the experience of some of Epstein's victims, such as their recruitment, grooming, abuse, and trauma. Now, here's where it gets weird. So Stephen Hawking, as we alluded earlier, and they said on Bad Friends,
Somebody suck me. Somebody suck me.
Stephen wanted to go to the island.
Yeah, of course he did.
I want to go. We got to have that soundboard.
Take me, I want to go.
And he went.
I want to go.
He went to the island. One of the rumors that was going around was Stephen had a kink. Now, this was allegedly, and they're saying that it's not true, but allegedly he had this kink where he liked little people, unclothed, having to do complex equations on a blackboard
What?
while he watched. That was the rumor going around, and they've said that that's not true. They haven't said that he's done anything either, but then there's also been the rumor that he participated in a large orgy.
What the fuck is he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Touch me, please.
And then
touch
just
me.
push me till I can get
some
my satisfaction.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Can't the group chat? Can't they go back and read his computer?
That's just got to be logged, right?
Good Lord. And then Huey says, delayed release gives those on the list a head start. Dude, this is what I think about the list. This is how I feel, and I think the thing that gets mixed up in everything.
David Copperfield's on the list.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy. Like
The
What's weird is-
the man who made the Eiffel Tower disappear, I think, right?
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
he'd be able to pick his name off of a list,
Yeah,
make
right?
that shit disappear.
make
He's
it
not
exist, magic
All right,
man.
And it's gone.
What were you going to say?
This is what I feel. I feel like the right is like, oh, these other Clinton is on the list and all these other. Yes, of course that motherfucker's on the list. These guys, they should have to like fucking go to jail and pay for their fucking crimes. But if you're gonna involve those guys, involve everyone else.
Well, Barack Obama's on the list.
If he's on
Michelle
the list,
Obama's on. Oh yeah, Barack and Michelle are both on the list.
Is that like are they on the list?
on the flight manifest? Yeah, but they're not. See, that's the thing. Is like so Epstein used the aircraft to do all sorts of stuff, like not just
like fly people.
yeah, just
Places.
fly people. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. So like
It doesn't have to be the island, right?
so like Robert Kennedy Jr. is on the flight manifest, but he's
So
like
it's just all politicians.
there's a lot of politicians, there's a lot of celebrities. I think yeah, there's a shit ton of random people that are on these lists, right? So like
Chris Tucker's on the list.
Really?
so-
Yeah, Chris Tucker's on
I
the
want
list.
to know who went the island. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
who
shit
was-
where he took to like Nebraska.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the whole thing. Is like people started flipping out because RFK Jr. is trying to run for president, right?
Right.
And so they're like, "Well, you're on this flight list." And he's like, "Yeah, but here's how it went down."
Here's how it went down.
He offered the
I had sex with kids, right?
no,
And then
no.
allegedly, I got to say
He-
allegedly, he can't sue me.
I think
Can't
he
sue
can.
me, Robert F. Kennedy.
No, but he so they
gonna
flew
get
him and his family to Florida for Christmas. Like they were traveling to Florida, and he was like, "Well, here, just take the private jet
I mean,
and
yeah,
stuff like that, right?"
If I had enough money to have a private jet, I would utilize that to fly around famous and rich people because that would make me look good. However, none of that fucking matters unless truly, I would assume, unless they went to the island where all the debauchery happened,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what matters.
You mean the molestation and the rape?
Very likely,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly,
Got to say allegedly.
but more
Well,
than
and
likely.
here it gets even weirder. Is that like I guess Disney sent kids to the island? Like
Yeah,
they utilized.
there was like a cruise,
Yeah.
right? And,
And
then
they
they
util-
stopped on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right too.
I'm sure. Look, I'm never going to understand what happened, what's going on. There are things that we're never going to know. There are things that they've said that they have video of like Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton involved in like these sex acts. If that's true, then let it fucking loose. Let it out. Tell the people. Tell the world. Alert the world.
Watch it be like the whole Nelly thing.
But
It's just people getting peed on.
R.
Or,
Kelly.
I mean R. Kelly, not Nelly.
No.
No, sorry.
Hey,
Is this
you,
something you
you
don't
Sorry,
take
Nelly.
Nelly's
Sorry,
fucking
Nelly.
name out of
R.
your
Kelly.
mouth.
R. Kelly.
Put some respect on Nelly's name. All right, unless you got some country type grammar.
You just got that country grammar, baby. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's all pretty bizarre, obviously, right? But I will say that I've absolutely loved all the Stephen Hawking memes.
Me too.
And videos.
Yeah.
Especially the one with the Simpsons where he takes Lisa and flies her away. Have you seen that? Like Stephen Hawking, like there's a Simpsons episode.
Yeah, he saves
where
her,
he,
right?
Like, yeah, he saves her, but he like grabs her, puts her on his lap, and flies away. And it's like Jeffrey Epstein or Stephen Hawking heading to the island or something.
I'm taking you to the island.
President Clinton, Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, Jeff Epstein.
Oh, Kevin Spacey, of course, he's a fucking dirtbag. He's a fucking dirtbag.
Prince Andrew.
Dirtbag.
Yeah.
Dude.
Amy Taylor, Sarah Kellen, Glenn.
I mean, there's what drives me nuts.
Bill and Hillary Clinton.
There's got to be information, right? Like there's got to be something out there. We're not a stupid society to know that all of these, like what happened between all of these rich and famous and things, right? And yes, money covers things up, but at what point? At some point, there's not going to be enough.
No,
money
dude,
to
money
cover
covers
Michael
things.
Jackson.
Well, of course, Michael
He went to the
Jackson.
island.
Like
If Michael Jackson flew to an island, that's the first thing I would assume would happen. Like the investigation should have started as soon as Michael Jackson set foot on that island.
It's like, yes, we see that Michael Jackson went to this island and this manifest guilty.
Yeah, we need
know
to figure out
exactly
what
what's
he's
happening.
doing. Yeah,
Like, you know that list, if it had Michael Jackson's name, then
right.
yes.
To my point. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's weird is Michael Jackson was faking us all out with his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That throws me off. And I didn't know this. Did you remember that video game that Michael Jackson was in?
Bad?
There was like a fighting game. Like
Yeah,
you
and
got
he uses his real voice.
Yeah, he uses his real voice, which is it's not as deep as but it's much lower than.
Have y'all seen Paris Hilton do her real voice without
Yes.
being?
Dude, is it just me or like I find Paris
No.
Hilton more attractive now as older
Oh,
and
no.
as a mother?
Well, there was a time.
There
We were
was
like,
a movie.
"God
There was a
damn."
certain movie that
There
came
was a
out.
certain movie that came out.
Didn't
that I
we
was
watch
like,
that at your apartment?
Wow. Yeah, we did. I think that was the first Friendsgiving. I was like, wow, she is fine as hell. But that voice drives me nuts. Her normal voice is actually all right.
I
You
haven't
know,
heard
that's
her
great.
normal voice.
It's normal. It's great. It's not like that little bitchy mall girl
Yeah.
voice. Or
And-
whatever.
Valley,
and
Valley.
she's
Valley
supposed
girl.
to be like really smart too, right? Like she's
mean,
got like degrees and
Yeah, she's a businesswoman. Like she has this persona, like a lot of famous people
He played
do.
a fucking bimbo to the T though.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
I didn't
she's
say
rich as
that.
Shit. She's
I think
like
she's been
shit.
smart forever. She's smart.
No.
She's
She
a-
played like okay. What was that movie? Palace or House of Wax. House of Wax. You see that movie? That horror movie?
No, I don't think so.
She played a bimbo in that one.
Say the word bimbo so much.
The whole,
I feel like you're an old man. That bimbo. Have you seen this bimbo in this movie?
What was that? What was that show she had with? It was,
The Surreal Life.
yeah, I mean,
Is that the one with her and
Nikki-
that other chick?
Nikki, Nicole Richie.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Nicole
That's
Richie,
it.
yeah.
They were like besties, and don't they hate each other now or something?
I don't know, but
I
I,
don't
think like looking at Paris Hilton now as a mother and like an adult, because she's like in her 40s. It's like, it's
She hasn't aged though. I think that
She-
helps.
I
She
mean,
has not
she's-
aged. She
think
is
she-
40 something years old, and she still looks the same as she did in her mid 20s.
I think she's a fantastic pretty lady who is gonna rule an empire
She already
from
does.
Conrad Hilton's hotels. I think.
Yeah,
she's-
I mean, she's doing it.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
All right,
and
so-
that's just that. Her other enterprises herself.
It's
is
like I'm looking
ridiculous.
at the group chat. Youth equals money. It's like the Cristiano Ronaldo who plays for Portugal and he played for Manchester United. Like dog ugly. Like when he first started playing
Yeah.
with Man U, and then he just like he's not. I think Diana was saying like he's not pretty. He's just rich.
Tom Brady though. Have you seen
Bro,
that man
the
20 years
evolution
ago?
of Tom Brady
That's
to now,
crazy.
he looked like a farmer Dan, like during the draft.
Do you remember when LeBron didn't have any hair?
He had hair, and then
It
he
was
didn't.
falling out, and
Yeah.
then it came back.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Bro, like you got money, it doesn't matter.
Hey, look, Logic had hair plant
Yeah.
plugs
Yeah.
done. I think if you have the money, then
Look,
go
I
all
think
out,
there's
dude.
nothing wrong with
hey,
it.
respect, man. If it makes you feel better, then fucking
it's about
do it.
it's about 10
Shit,
grand
that price
for that.
comes down. I might look into
I
it.
mean,
You know what
10
Why
grand.
not?
I mean,
about
I
10
need
grand.
that penis reduction surgery because man, it just hurts my back like so much. Pew pew pew. No, come on, don't leave me silent here. I feel like
What was the next thing on the list, Tim?
I did want to bring up something.
How uncomfortable did that make you?
Very uncomfortable.
Then that's the point. Stop saying stupid shit.
Oh my God.
So moving away from the heavy shit that we just talked about, right?
Huey, Javi, lift with your legs.
So did you hear about? You know that they have that Boy Meets World podcast thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know that Savage doesn't want anything to do with
Yeah,
it.
he ghosted them.
Yeah, so they just came out and was talking about this. It was just like one day he just stopped. And the guy who played his brother, what's his name?
Wilfredo.
Yeah. He basically sent... We got a buzz.
Yeah.
Let me turn that down. He sent... Is it Ben Savage? Ben Savage,
Savage,
yeah.
yeah.
I always get Ben and Fred mixed up. Ben Savage, he was like, sent him text messages like, hey,
21?
what's up? Hey, what's going on?
Can
hey.
you do something for me?
21 Savage.
Yeah, 21 Savage, yeah.
21.
Yeah, so he kept like, texting him and everything and calling him, and he finally was like, look, I'm going to call you every single day until you answer. And he called him every single day.
For a month.
For a month.
For a
And
month.
his wife was finally like, hey, just give it up. He's not going to talk to you or whatever. So he's running for Congress in
He's
California.
trying to take a Democrat seat.
Really?
Yeah.
He's running for Congress.
So it's almost like
You're talking Boy.
yeah.
Boy.
Boy from Boy Meets World.
He's
Yeah.
running for Congress.
Attention, Mr. Matthews.
What's crazy about the whole situation is that
Interesting.
whenever this podcast was being talked about, they hadn't even started yet. They got his blessing. He was like, sure, good, if that's what you want to do.
Well, they wanted him to be a part of it.
But he was like, I don't want to be a part of any of that. I don't want any of that. And I wonder if he was just trying to separate himself from that altogether because
Yeah, he had to have known.
he's wanting to pursue his political career, right? Because
Right.
this was a couple years ago whenever this went down. But let me ask you this. If you were going to run for Congress right now, are you giving up this podcast?
100%.
Okay, but are you
In fact, I'm gonna pay you both to delete every episode we'd ever put out.
We've had this conversation. None of us can run for office.
But if I
no,
did,
no,
realistically,
because there's people that proved that it doesn't matter what you do in life, you can still
Right.
run for office.
right.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I will just do my best to delete my past.
Yeah.
If I was
You're
gonna
gonna pay,
truly,
are you gonna pay one of those people to like scrub your history, like scrub everything?
100%. Yeah. I mean, Facebook gone, Instagram. No, Instagram's fine. I think my Instagram's
Do
fine.
y'all still go back whenever you get those memories on Facebook? Delete posts?
No.
Because I delete a lot of
Dude,
posts.
I have been banned from Facebook at least 3 times now,
Yeah.
or 2 times, and I've started my Facebook over, and so I don't have any memories past.
Easy
like 4
there,
years ago.
Boogaloo boy. I mean, like, you know.
This was pre any of that stuff. That like I deleted my Facebook after I got divorced. I just like completely wiped it completely.
You know what I wish I could do? And I don't know if
Nick,
Facebook
say that.
has this as a function, but I wish I could. You know how like most things have like archive this after 6 months.
Yeah.
I wish my Facebook could archive after a month. You know, like just keep up the things that are recent and then get rid of everything else.
Yeah.
Because there's
yeah.
some shit that I posted in college. I'm like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But it's so deep in there. Like I don't care. No one else cares unless
Someone
someone like fucking
dig
dives
dives.
down in that.
Jesse
shit.
was talking about that. Like she'll have these random memories show up on her phone or Facebook or whatever, and it'd be like watching, America's Got Talent, and
Yeah.
or some bullshit like that.
We
Like
updated every piece of our life when social media first came out because we thought we stopped using AIM
Yeah.
and we wanted people to
Yeah.
know what we were up to. So we posted everything on Twitter.
it feels
I
like
actually used
such a boomer thing though now.
It is. I used this software that would post to Foursquare. Remember Foursquare?
Yes.
It posted to
Yeah.
Foursquare, Twitter,
Oh, yeah.
Facebook, and
It
Instagram.
would update all the social media
all at once, and
Yeah.
so I would just do that. And I remember I was going to A&M.
Isn't it
and
like
there's
that
this-
program that Ryan from The Office tried to make? Like something
Wolf.
like
Oh
Wolf?
yeah, Wolf. Yeah, you're right.
Facts.
And he hits it, and like all of the bells and shit go off. Yeah. But no, that actually existed. And I had this person. I was at this bar, and she's like, "Oh, I follow you on Facebook. Why do you always say you're in Fort Worth?" Because part of it was Foursquare had to pick your location, and Facebook didn't used to give a fuck where you were. And so you posted everywhere, and everyone's like, "Why are you saying you're in Fort Worth every time?" And it was because you posted multiple places. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I agree. That's funny looking back. I want a function where I just
I'm so glad,
archive that shit.
dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. It feels good that I don't have that.
Good.
Like it feels good that I don't have those random memories of like shit from my past popping up.
I want to run down the group chat real quick. Huey says Topanga will bring in the votes. 100% agree. Corey agrees also. Vanya deletes posts. Let's see. She goes back and says, "What the fuck was I thinking?" I do the same thing too. I'm always like, "Ooh," I get like a little cringy. Feels fucking weird. Gladys said, "Saw my emo skater photo from my first year at UTA. That's hilarious." I think all of us has that one emo fucking picture, don't we?
I have a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about just one?
Yeah. You were in. I always think about that stupid one that got posted on that list on BuzzFeed or whatever it was.
Oh, the one
with you in front of the mirror, like,
with the
look at
sidekick?
me. I don't have my shirt on.
No, I did have a shirt on.
I don't have a shirt on.
I had a shirt on.
You had plenty of pictures without a shirt on.
I do
You're
have
real
one.
proud of
I'm
yourself.
going to post one tonight.
You
I'm
probably
going to post
shouldn't.
one from like 2-3 years ago when I was nice and fit. Very embarrassing. Hervey on Twitter, if you follow Hervey, you get a lot of his tweets. Have 93,000 tweets, and I can't imagine what was on there a long time ago.
Holy shit.
Same thing. I just like seeing stuff I posted of the kids now. Oh, that's good. That's, it's really sweet. I love when Facebook reminds me of my ex-wives. Thanks, Facebook. Oh, that's the same thing too. Going back and like getting those. It's like
That was my whole thing. That's why I deleted it.
if you're on what's that one with the dinosaur? Time Hop. Like it'll whenever like Valentine's Day is approaching, there's like, hey, we want to know if you want to like not see these. Your exes might be in these, and they give you the option
Time
to
Hop
look
does
at
it?
it. Time Hop does that.
Is Time Hop still a thing?
I guess. I don't know. I haven't gotten on Time Hop in forever. That one from Huey though was hilarious.
Yeah, I do want to bring this up since we're talking about our friend Huey. He likes to send us things.
Yeah.
And this is completely off topic, but I think it's a point of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So, coconuts,
Mm-hmm.
they're covered in hair and they have milk, so therefore they're a mammal.
Where's the nipple?
Oh, it's at those 3 holes.
There's 3 whole nipples.
Yeah,
Three
they're
whole nipples.
inverted, man.
If I was to suck on the holes, would milk come out?
I got 3 holes. You want to milk me?
Some news announcer said that on some sports announcer said that recently.
It was a woman.
Yeah, she was a woman. She's like, I got
nipples, Greg. You want to milk
You wanna
me?
milk me? And it looked like the basketball player. I think it was the basketball player next to her had never heard that. He looks at her like, "What the?" Did
It was
you
Carissa
just say?"
Thompson.
Yeah.
It was Carissa Thompson. Google Carissa Thompson or get on Reddit and get on.
That was
find a
gold.
bunch
That
of
was
good
fun.
stuff. It was hilarious.
I don't know. What do y'all think? I understand the concept.
Yes.
Hair, milk.
It's a coconut's testicles, or I'm sorry, it's a palm tree's testicles, because they have the coconut.
It's a nut. Yeah.
It's a nut, and
And
it's
then
also
the-
a seed.
Yeah, and then that big branched stem trunk is like a long dong. It's a long dong, dude.
Long dong.
Long plant dong.
So
Okay.
also,
Plant
Huey
penis.
also.
Oh, the leaves are the pubes.
There you
Boom.
go. Boom.
There we go. Boom,
Mammal.
roasted.
Huey also sent me this about hot dogs aren't sandwiches.
Yeah, don't bring that up yet. I want to bring it up on the computer, and we don't have a picture up yet.
All right. Well, we'll bring that up later.
Because I think that's worth an entire dialogue.
And I'm
An
looking
entire
at it,
episode?
and it makes sense.
It does. I appreciate
This will be the reference from here on out.
Yeah, we're gonna bring up this picture on their next episode from our man Huey. We've talked about our hot dog sandwiches, right?
The
Quite a bit.
hot dog taco, sandwich taco.
Right.
In fact, that was a question we asked a lot of our guests. Right.
This is
Even like at Arts Goggle, I ask people.
what is it? The box diagram? Is that what it's called? Or yeah, so it's like the box diagram. It kind of identifies types of foods and how they relate based off of their shape. And I think it's kind of genius. But I also have questions about it that we can bring up next time.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll say that for next episode.
Okay, so we've got Gypsy Rose, Epstein. What other news items do we need?
So
to
there
talk
was a few things that were shared that weren't really real, right?
Okay.
Let me pull that back up here. So one of the, all right, here we go. So the Stephen Hawking thing. There was a claim. So court documents connected to a lawsuit involving financier Jeffrey Epstein that were released this week included details about theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking's. Basically his kinks,
Yeah.
and accusations about a sexual encounter with late night host Jimmy Kimmel. So it's not true.
Okay.
Stephen Hawking did go to the island.
Yeah.
That is true, but the whole like sex thing with like little people writing on blackboards.
I mean, honestly, will we ever really know?
No, we won't. And I like to think that actually is true because that's a funny image, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So, have you heard the claim about as of January 2024, T-Mobile is going to fine individual consumers for texting about topics that fall under the categories of sex, hate, alcohol, firearms, or tobacco?
What? No, I've never heard anything about this.
So there was a thing going around social media, and it's not completely baseless, right? There is a little bit to it. The facts is that a new T-Mobile policy aimed at curbing mass marketing texts that don't meet industry standards is being misrepresented on social media as an effort to censor the messages of everyday people. So of course people saw that and were like, they're trying to censor my rights to free speech.
Take my rats. Take their gerbs.
Take my rates.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. So
That's good to know.
that is good to know. I was concerned because switching myself over to T-Mobile, I haven't yet. Actually, I was thinking about Mint Mobile.
Yeah,
Ryan
Jesus
Reynolds?
Crystal just started with Mint, and they said it was like $160 for the year.
Yeah, I looked at it, and yeah, it was going to be like
My only thing
dirt
is,
cheap with. I was reading a little bit more into it, so it's unlimited, right?
yeah,
But then they like throttle you a little bit.
yeah. So that's the deal. When you get into those type of like lower tier companies, you don't have the speeds
How
all
dare
the time.
you speak of Ryan Reynolds that
I'm
way?
not sorry. He's a man that I love. But when you get into like your Cricket, your
Sorry.
Mint Mobile,
So Mint Mobile's on the T-Mobile network.
Yeah.
and Cricket's on AT&T,
Yeah.
which probably a little bit better. However, I don't know. Yeah, you're going to lose some of that service. You're paying for what you're paying for.
Let me ask you:
You're getting what you're
are
paying
you
for.
needing that? I mean, are you needing that high speed on your phone?
Dude, you don't need it until you think you don't.
True, because when I'm on Wi-Fi and it's like getting really shitty, I'll jump on my network and I rely on that fast speed.
Yeah, you have no idea until you really need something and it's throttled, and you're like, I really just want to pull up this video, and it's like, Jesus, I feel like I'm
I didn't know.
Jacksboro all the time.
I don't know how bad it throttles.
Bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say, for example, you're probably like at 60 or 70, I don't know, gigawatts per second, I think is what it is.
Yeah, 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, it'll come down to like 3 to 5 or something like that. Essentially like DSL speed. Like you're going up, like from broadband to DSL. Like you're jumping down pretty drastically.
That seems terrible.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, but who knows? You might not ever really use that much if you're on Wi-Fi and shit. You might not need it.
I don't know. I'm 24/7, like hardly ever on Wi-Fi though, so I probably do need it.
Okay.
Well, I'm only on Wi-Fi because like my phone's connected, my Hulu's connected to the Chromecast at work, and I have that going on in the background.
You don't have internet at work?
We do. We have internet, but
Wi-Fi?
I mean, like I get on the Wi-Fi for that reason
Okay.
Oh, so you
To-
can have the
to-
Chromecast. Yeah, yeah.
because like we have Charter or we have Spectrum, but like Spectrum TV is like such ass. Like
Right.
the HD is such ass that like my Hulu on the phone like, is a better picture. So I'll have like ESPN running in the background, or
Muy
I mean, I will
interesante.
say it's some fucking high. I'm checking my speed right now. It's high speed.
Yeah, we know.
It's high speed. Yeah.
All right, what the fuck are we talking about internet?
I don't know,
Moving
man.
on, moving on,
let's
moving
talk
on.
about what happened yesterday in Fort Worth.
Yeah, I think that was one bit of news that you wanted to bring up.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that it happened, but so Javier sent it in our group
Yep,
text.
there
like,
was
what
a
happened?
terrorist attack.
No, there was not. There was a gas explosion.
There was aliens.
at the Mizumi. Well, not at Mizumi, right? It was at the hotel, but I mean, Mizumi, it's all the same, right? Which is interesting because I was just at that bar like 3 or 4 weeks ago watching
Yeah.
the Cowboys game.
Javier had to take a shit. He blew that place up.
Yep.
It's
Sure
pretty
did.
rough. What was it, 11 people
Yeah, no,
injured?
21 actually.
21.
21
Can
people
do
injured.
something for
Yeah.
me.
But no one died, which is nice.
No one died. Yeah, they had three.
That's-
So
Did
Masumi.
they find that person that was missing?
Yeah, they found both of them. There was
Okay.
2 people that were unaccounted for from the hotel. So Masumi released a thing saying like, thank God we weren't open for dinner or anything.
Right. Man, that would have been a fucking disaster.
There was only 3 people in the restaurant working at the time that it happened, and so those 3 people did get injured.
Yeah, one of those guys was our bartender. Like he
Yeah.
was like this long-haired Hispanic dude,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
But I saw him in like the
Some of the pictures.
Yeah, was it the fire department pictures?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that shit was wild. Javier texted me. I'm sitting at work and he's asking me what's going on at Masumi, and I read museum. Yeah, and I was like, what museum is what I was thinking.
Apparently, it made national news because
It
I
did.
had friends outside of Texas, like in North Carolina and elsewhere, that were like, "Hey, are you okay? What's going on? I heard this."
Which
thing."
is crazy. Like I always like, and it's not that I'm making fun of people who mark themselves safe, right?
yeah,
But I'm like, we're in a big city, and I guess I don't know the likelihood of us being there at that time. Like I have a normal 9 to 5. Like why would I be there, right?
Right.
But if you want to mark yourself safe, then mark yourself safe. Cool. I didn't have anybody reach out to me because nobody gives two shits.
Yeah, I mean I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you.
But no, it's fucking crazy. And we were talking about wanting to go down. I was like, we should go down to Houston Street. Yeah.
Want to go down?
From the chat, Lance marked himself safe.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
Fucking loser.
He did. I saw that.
I'm like, what a wiener.
And I don't know if that was ironically or he was actually being serious.
I mean, let's be real. Like, who knows? He does have a lot of people out of, like, his family's out of state. He's in the military, so he has people. So, like, if you've got, I would say that if you have more than 3 to 5 people checking in on you, maybe mark yourself safe so people will just leave you alone.
Yeah.
At the same time, who the fuck cares about Facebook?
So
we already talked about that.
My first thought whenever I saw this happen, I'm like, well, who the fuck would want to blow up that place? Like, that's where my mind immediately went. It immediately went to someone tried to blow up a building.
So, like,
that's a hell of a gas explosion. Like,
dude, there was,
how much buildup?
So they were saying that
that quarter of that fucking building was on the ground.
It's that whole facade, the whole front end.
The facade was just crazy.
And then
destroyed.
Mizumi's downstairs, so like I guess there's, I don't know if it's ground or if it was glass, but that's all blown up too. Like there's just like straight down to the second floor from the street.
Right. So there was a big hole over there, and they're saying like the sidewalk panels weigh like over 4,000 pounds each. Those concrete.
So they were concrete. I thought so because it looked like it just shattered glass because they were empty.
No, it was concrete.
That's crazy.
So more than likely, there was probably a utility vault that was down there, and there was a gas leak. And all it takes is once you get enough concentration, it just takes a spark, and that's it.
So, like, you were looking at the videos, and you see, like, down to the basement floor.
I'm waiting for the actual live shots because security cameras caught it, right?
Sure.
I'm waiting for those to come out.
Yeah, it had to have looked awful.
So, like, I mean, we were talking. My birthday's in a couple of days, and Tammy was asking me, like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I was like thinking, like, I want to go back to Mizumi. It was pretty fucking good.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, my dude. That's not happening.
So sorry, but it's not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
unless you
gonna
want
be there.
something just a little extra charred.
Or like,
The concrete dust.
concretey.
Yeah, concretey and charred.
Well, what's crazy is there was a guy that they interviewed. He didn't want to be on camera or whatever, but he said they were up there having a meeting in the hotel in like one of the meeting rooms, and he told one of his coworkers that having this meeting was like, "Hey, it smells like natural gas." And then shortly thereafter, it was a loud boom. Lights went out. There's dust everywhere.
Wow.
So they made their way. They followed the orange exit signs, which I was like, "Hey, now I know why they're orange. You can see them, right?" So they followed those, got into the down into the stairwell, and then the stairwell just was gone.
Holy shit!
And so they had about a 5 foot to 6 foot drop from where it had broken away. Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, I can't imagine, man. Like, honestly, like, at the moment, like, it's crazy how you can be in that situation and, like, not realize, but you're like, oh, fuck, I smell something. Like, even whenever we're at the shop and, we have the heaters running all day because it gets cold, but, there are times where, like, man, I can smell the gas, like, and you get worried.
Yeah.
But, like, for that to happen over there, like, in downtown in a spot that had just opened in, like, within the past, like, 8 months,
Yeah.
it's just kind of crazy. And especially in the new year. If you lived through this in the new year, I mean, does your life changes, right?
Oh, 100%.
You're like, I could have died.
So I want to ask you this. I want to ask this question real quick. And I told you I watched First
Naked
Man,
and Afraid?
right?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So I was watching First Man, and I had this whole thing of like, I would not be afraid stepping out onto the moon. If I was Neil Armstrong, I don't think I truly believe that I would have no issues. Like, I wouldn't be concerned or anything because I trust the science. I know there's some gravity there. I'm not going to just float off into nothingness or whatever. That I'd be able to step out on the solid ground and walk if the moon's actually real.
Right.
I have to preface that, right? It could be just a hollow, balloon up there. I don't know. Anyways, now in an event like this where you're down there and you have this explosion, right?
Right.
How do you think you're going to react? Like, what do you think your initial reaction is? You're down there. You're okay. You're not dead or anything. You're banged up a little bit, but are you going to be the one that's just like walking around? Like, I remember seeing videos of after like an explosion or whatever. You see just people just kind of like that blank stare, just walking aimlessly. They don't
9/11. Yeah, saw
Yeah.
a lot of that 9/11.
I think it would be 2 to 3 minutes of shock.
Yeah.
Just like maybe more, maybe close to 5 minutes. I'd like to say it'd be quicker, but I feel like I would be in shock. Like, what happened? Was this my mind? Because I'm an overthinker, right? It'd be like, was this a terrorist attack? Was this a gas explosion? Like going through the what it could be. And then when I realized that like it doesn't matter, I would like see who I can help, what's going on, try to figure out, call for help, that kind of thing. But I think it would take me a few minutes to like readjust because my mind would just be like racing.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like, because obviously I've never been blown up, right? So I don't know how that works.
Knock on wood.
Hey, you got a whole rest of your life ahead
I know
of you,
it could happen anytime. I mean, I had been at work, and I was at work at one point. We did get shot at,
right?
And the first time that happened, I looked at the guy I was working with, and we just like walked back to the truck like it was nothing, right? Because we don't think anybody was actually like shooting. The second time we had gunshots go off pretty close by, like it was close enough that I like kind of felt it, and we took off around the truck, running the opposite direction. But it was like almost an instantaneous thing. So I feel like if I was at an explosion like that where I'm not maimed or anything and it went off, I think that I would take that second. I'd be, what the fuck just happened? And I think I would just shoot off trying to find cover or whatever, try to get away. I feel like that's how I'd be. However, I could be one of those that just like stands there and has no idea what to do with their hands.
Yeah, I don't think I would stand there. Let me kind of go back. Like I don't think I would stand there. I would try to find somewhere that felt safe, like behind a wall or something, just in case it was something bad.
And you're like peeking around, like
thinking like what happened, what's going on, just like being in just awe before I would really make some moves.
Now, you said you would survive a plane crash. Do you think you would survive an explosion?
100%. And I never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Go ahead.
So the great thing is I've got a bunch of sticks of dynamite, and we're actually going to go outside and see how this. No, I'm just kidding, but.
Javier, what would you do, you think?
What was the question?
If you were a part of something like this,
how do you think you would have handled it?
How would you react?
I
mean, just from like a boat leaving us in the water, I'm just gonna go with not so hot. Like,
no, I would have
because you freaked the fuck out.
I would have called my mom at first. Call her, tell her.
Cell phones are down.
I'd run around like a fucking crazy man,
just screaming.
Actually, I'd probably find the nearest bar and drink.
Could you imagine that? You're like walking in, you just like walk over to Thompson's, open the door.
Yeah, the place explodes, and I just walk across the street to the library.
Bloody, your head's bloody. You're like,
just all black and blue. It's like, I need beers. Just give me all the beers.
I need your most expensive whiskey.
Do you think they would? I think they would give it to you for free
on the group chat.
Yeah.
On the chat, Javier would be like, "Oh no, I left my Skittles behind." Fuck you, Vanya.
It's probably Javier's Skittles that caused the problem.
Yeah, it probably was.
He like sat on a vat where the gas would be shooting up.
No,
I don't know, man.
It's probably because Javier ate too many canned tamales and he started the gas leak.
Fuck those canned tamales, man.
It's fucking wild though, because I've
that.
seen a shit ton of
Go ahead.
I've seen a shit ton of like house explosions and stuff like that all over the news from these gas leaks, right?
Yeah.
So what the fuck's happening? Is Atmos just like fucking up, or
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So we mentioned Huey. He's getting enough. He's getting too much love on this episode.
Are you gonna read the review?
Yeah.
I'm just
So we were does he just send all of the same things to the three of us?
Yeah.
So
I will say this: that picture looked pretty delicious.
Yeah, he made it look appetizing. So, a few episodes ago before Christmas, we had a tamale episode where we got all of your highest quality tamales from like Taco Bueno and Rosa's, all the fast food spots. And I brought in a canned tamale situation that was not great,
No,
right?
it's terrible.
But one of our friends, Huey, who decided he was going to try it out. You know what I mean? He's going to give it a go. He's going to, understand that it is a canned tamale. So I'm going to read his review. Is that all right?
Yeah, I think that's
okay.
I think that's good.
So upon opening the can, I detected hints of SpaghettiOs. I placed them in the microwave. I did mention like Chef Boyardee, right?
Yes.
I placed them in the microwave according to the directions. When I removed the tamales, I smelled 3-day-old Taco Bell tacos that were forgotten on the kitchen counter. I pulled the paper off carefully. Ooh, that's sexual. Burning the fuck out of my fingers in the process. The first bite was quite possibly the most bland food I've ever come across on my tongue. I quickly took a sip of chelada so I could taste something. Oh, I needed to taste something. The first one was almost entirely corn. The second tamale made me dream of an MRE in Iraq. they at least come with hot sauce. Upon finishing my third and final tamal, I have to say, these will be a win once the government collapses and zombies have taken over. Until that time, I will place a can under the seat of my Jeep. Hopefully something will grow in the can that will fulfill my craving to not eat tree bark. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And the picture that you sent us with the can of Hormel Tamales with your Budweiser Chelada was just well done. Well put together, sir. We appreciate that.
I do believe that you can make anything better with a little bit of Tabasco.
Yeah, they were bland as fuck. I mean,
it tasted like it truly, to me, I thought it was like Vienna sausage meets Mexican.
I feel like we could doctor those up and make them taste okay. I think a little bit of salt and pepper and some maybe like actual hot sauce.
I think salt, pepper, and garlic powder.
Yeah, and some hot sauce.
All right, I feel a challenge.
If we could make them,
we're gonna make
good.
gourmet.
I feel a challenge. So we're all gonna have to get a can.
A can of Hormel.
Yeah.
And then make them good.
And then bring them over here, and we will heat them up. And yeah.
For anyone that's listening, we want you to do the same thing. If you go to your, local grocery store soon, get yourself some Hormel Tamales in a can, and try to make them better. Have you seen those TikToks of like, I gave my dad this and he made it gourmet?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want us to be able to do that with the tamales.
I think we should also we should do a whole series of like us
Poncho's food.
Getting like different canned foods, like potted meat, canned,
potted meat, yeah,
or like the ham in a can,
yeah,
different stuff like that, and taste the original and trying to make it better.
Yeah.
On the group chat, Hormel is going to be like, "What the fuck is going on in Fort Worth? Why are people buying this shit?
We're blowing up in Fort Worth. What's going on?" They're going to just like send a shit ton of Hormel Tamales to Fort Worth.
Those cans have sat.
We got to back up this demand.
The cans that they're buying right now have been on the shelf for the past 10 years.
You got to check those expiration dates, people. Before you go and get yourself some Hormel Tamales, check those expiration dates.
Aaron, don't try it. Don't try them. Speaking of tamales, Vanya says, "Speaking of tamales, I can't eat them anymore. I am no longer Hispanic. Please send me positive thoughts. LOL." Chrissy says, "I wasted my Wingstop ranch on a tamal."
Oh,
Wingstop ranch.
She did try it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she
posted
didn't
on
like
Instagram.
it, right?
Yeah.
Take that, Jesus. You heard it first. I
tried it.
I didn't get a chance to try it.
I tried it. This is because my mom had some tamales for Christmas, and so I tried some with ranch just to give it a go. Wasn't a fan. I wanted to. Now, however, if I had Wingstop ranch or like some of that real good shit, or like who had really good ranch? Buffalo Brothers has really good ranch. Something like that, okay. But just normal ranch, nah.
Hey, I want to give a shout out real quick though to Chef John Bonnell.
Boyardee.
No. So with all that shit that went down, he sent out a post and was like, any first responders working down there, come into Buffalo Bros. The food's on the house for us.
Oh, that's cool.
And so for anybody that was working down there.
We have a friend that works in that federal building.
Yeah. Do we?
Chicharron.
Oh
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they had Bonnell he's done a lot of stuff for the community,
especially during
100%.
COVID.
Yeah, and he's still doing. I believe they're still doing those family meals too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are.
Which is great, and the fact that he's like, yeah, I've got Buffalo Bros downtown. It's open. Everything's cool. Come in, grab yourself a pizza. Eat something. Get back to work.
Man, have you ever had their enchilada pizza?
No.
They have it on like Thursdays. It is bomb. It is so damn good. They put like chicken and green sauce on it, and then you get a side of like green salsa, and you just like dip the pizza in that instead of ranch. Holy shit, it's amazing. So damn good.
I haven't been to Buffalo Bros in a while.
I love that place.
I do too. I just don't ever make it downtown.
I probably go once every 2 to 3 months, I would say. Man. When we can't think of anything else to eat, and we're near downtown or TCU, that's our stop.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Makes sense.
And then the John's Grill, finally went there a few times. That place is fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't gone there yet either.
It's great. I think we had a couple more things on news, right? I know the one thing.
I got all my stuff out. So
okay. There was one thing about. Did y'all see the whole airplane door situation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the door, I think it was a Boeing or something like that.
Yeah. So it's they call it a plug. Is what they call it.
No, I think it was a door.
Right,
idiot.
but they call it a plug, because what was it? Alaska Airlines. They're not set up capacity wise to need another emergency exit. And so from the factory, you could take that out and take that little wall out and put, configure it or whatever for a emergency
seating?
exit. Yeah. But they've got a seating with a plug there, right? So there's no emergency exit. So they're saying that either whenever Boeing made it, which actually Boeing is behind on production, so it could be that they're trying to rush it out, and so the bolt that actually holds that door, sealed, failed, or supposedly or allegedly, whatever you want to say, Alaska, whenever they receive an aircraft, they do a complete major maintenance on it. They open everything up, right?
Yeah.
Make sure everything's good, and then they seal it all back up. And so they're saying that maybe that's what it was. But, dude, I can't imagine being 40,000 feet in the air, and all of a sudden that thing just pops open. That's Javier's fucking
I
nightmare.
hate fucking flying.
And where did it land?
Some guy found it.
Oh, they did find the door.
Yeah, they found it in like his backyard or something.
Can you imagine if that fell on a person or even on a building?
Well,
like that's got to do some damage, crush a car.
I'm sorry,
Donnie Darko.
Did you
Donnie Darko.
realize what happened during the Columbia flight coming back into?
Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah,
they found body parts
Yeah,
and
they found
pieces of the space shuttle all across Texas,
in people's yards and stuff. Yeah,
like torsos and like.
Okay, that's enough. All right, let's just.
But no, I mean, dude,
wow.
Can you imagine, right? Like you're in the flight path.
Mm-hmm.
You're hanging out on your back porch. You're just sitting there, and all of a sudden, you just hear this like whistle, and then something smacks in your backyard.
Dude, that would freak me out. I would also say, this is mine now. I own it. It's in my yard. I'm selling it on eBay, starting at $100,000. That's the immediate reaction I would do. Trying to sell this Boeing door for $100,000.
You gotta hide that in your basement for a while, and then once the investigation's over,
Hey, it's mine. It fell in my yard. I think that's how it works.
I hear that you own everything below you and everything above you,
right,
on your parcel of land, right?
Right.
So yeah, I think you're technically right.
So there was a couple of other things that I saw break on news. There was one specifically I kind of wanted to bring up. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh, yeah. This is the one. So did y'all see the man who charged the judge and jumped over?
Oh, yeah. That was wild.
Did you see this at all, Tim?
Yeah, I saw a bit of it. So did he get hit with like a wild pitch or what?
No, okay, sorry. You don't understand. So this
I just figured he was
man was in court.
Just charging the mound.
No, it's not baseball. Baseball's over, my dude. This is a guy in court. He's getting charged for attempted murder in Nevada courtroom. And so he's sitting there getting his judgment by the judge, and he just bolts towards her, jumps across over the stand where she's at.
Yeah, those things are
and
pretty
fucking tackles
Those
her.
things are pretty tall too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty hell of a leap. Like, this
if
guy
he
was
makes it out, he
athletic.
might actually make it to like the NBA combine.
Shut the fuck up. So he charges her, and she's old, poor old lady. She's just trying to put this awful man into prison, and so he just
Allegedly.
charges her ass. That's crazy. No, she was charging him. It's not allegedly. Whenever he was literally at the moment being charged.
Well, he
jumps over,
yeah.
starts beating the shit out of her, and they had to pull him off of her. It was ridiculous.
I mean, I guess it seemed like that was going to be productive at the time. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I mean, you have to think like.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the group chat.
As a person, you'd have to think like that must. That's
From the group chat, he looked like a sugar glider. He really did. Motherfucker just caught wind and flew over that fucking stand.
It felt like a fake, where they send a fake body to jump towards something.
Yeah,
that's what it kind of looked. I'm not
like someone's off screen throwing a.
I'm not laughing at the situation that happened because obviously, and thank God that he got sentenced for more time. After the fact.
Is she okay? Do you know?
She's okay, yeah.
Okay.
She actually had him. She demanded that he appear before her yesterday.
Wow.
Yesterday.
So baller. That bitch is baller.
Bitch
Bro,
there.
that's some fucking baller ass shit.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
some baller
Good
ass
for her.
shit.
That's fucking awesome.
She's like, okay, I'm gonna sentence you to all the shit that you did. But for me, what you did to me, someone else is going to take care of that shit.
That's impressive.
Bro, the person who was sentencing him for the shit jumping towards that lady, I didn't see how many years he got. I think from the first one that he jumped over, I think she gave him 4 years in prison, but I'm sure he's going to get way more.
Yeah, the video, you're right. It kind of reminded me of one of those old John Cena videos where it's just comes out of nowhere. You know what I mean? John Cena. It looked photoshopped or whatever it be. Yeah, at first. I'm sure someone's already done that somewhere, like a John Cena where it's him. But yeah, it's bizarre. But you got to check it out, Tim.
Did he do the whole?
On the group
no,
chat,
it just comes out of nowhere.
on the group chat, because he got more charges on something else and got 4 years. Today he got sentenced 8 by another judge. 8 from
charging her.
From charging her.
That's crazy.
So good. You know what? Look, honestly, like.
So was his original only going to be 4 years?
Well, yeah, from the original charges.
So his original charges
got him 4 years in prison.
Got him 4 years,
and it was attempted murder on the first charge.
And he was like trying to say, no, I'm in my surroundings of my community. Oh, okay, so 8 more sentence, 8 more.
Okay, we don't have the facts. We don't have the facts. We're reading from the chat.
Okay,
we have no idea. Either way, this guy got tacked on more time because of the fact that he charged over. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, when you're in that situation,
he's going to get high-fived in prison, maybe.
He's that angry of a person to be like, I'm just going to charge this bitch. Like, I'm going to come right for her.
Yeah, I mean, I never understand like why people do things sometimes because like it doesn't make any sense, right? You're in a courtroom with cameras, so they're going to see it, right? And then you got somebody with a gun in there that's just gonna could have offed him.
This judge, she is a badass. I was worried because she looked old and frail, and he was coming pretty hard at her. But she's badass. Gross. Well,
probably be one of the other charges he got. Then,
yeah,
I'm sure.
It could be.
Yeah, no, I did see the video of that. He did look like a he did look like a sugar glider though.
Sign him to the Cowboys. Jerry's got a number. Jerry's got him. Number for the playoffs,
dude. I'm sure he does, man. Could you imagine?
Oh yeah, hey,
with someone being able to do that, he'd be able to go right over the line and make a touchdown,
bro. Hell yeah!
Look, let's also talk about this. We're already running over, but the Cowboys in the playoffs. Yeah. We got the number 2 seed. I want to talk about it now because my birthday is on Thursday. I don't think I'm going to be able to record for Ball Bag, but the Dallas Cowboys got number 2 seed. We're going to go against the Jordan Love led Green Bay Packers. It's going to be a victory, I think, in the second round. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Do your voice.
Action Sports Now with Javier. Take it away, Javier.
And now, Action Sports with Javier. Take it away, Javier.
Michigan defeated Washington State for the national championship. I'm sure Lance is very happy about that. It's a squad. He's been rooting for them for his entire life, I assume. But it was a blowout. Washington didn't have a chance against Michigan. Some will say that the championship is tainted with allegations of cheating during the season.
I do love a good blowout.
And a good taint.
Yep. And, man, again, it was a great match. It seemed like Michigan led the entire way, and they were on top the entire time. And in other news, major sports news here in the DFW, the Dallas Cowboys have gotten the 2nd seed in the NFC playoffs. We're going to go against the Jordan Love-led Green Bay Packers, which we're hoping for a victory. We can never count out any team. We're starting with these playoffs strong, and hopefully the injuries that we incurred the past 2 weeks end. After that, I think we're going to go against the Detroit Lions in a rematch of what we played 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
They're going against the Los Angeles Rams. But, man, honestly, right now, the Detroit Lions have been on a roll. It's crazy to see how far they've come this year with a great quarterback. It's really good to see their coach kind of like come back from last year. I know a couple years back.
I love a good comeback story.
I do love it. Yeah, Kim Kardashian had a great one. But, man, the playoffs are going to be great. I'm very excited. Plans for the playoffs? Like, we play Sunday at 3:30.
I'll be working.
I'll be working. I'll be working, too.
I've worked almost every game.
Yeah, I'll be working.
Tell us about this Atlanta
I'll be twerking, too, sometimes.
Saints game.
Oh, the Atlanta, you mean the final play?
Yeah.
Well, so, like, whenever you're up by such a huge margin, you just kneel the ball, even though you're on, like, the 1 yard line. You could
Generally, right.
Generally, you do. It's a blowout. Like, your team's already going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're going to kneel the ball, right?
Yeah, but points are points, and, stats are stats, so.
True. You don't want to stack pad your stats.
Why not?
Well, I think it's just rude. You're blowing a team out. The situation that happened originally from the coach said that they agreed that they were just going to kneel the ball. Jameis Winston said that it was a team decision to go for the touchdown.
Oh.
So, like, that you get two different stories, and it just makes it bad for everybody.
Yeah, the coach conversation at the end of the game was pretty heated.
I mean, it deservedly so, because,
and he got
I mean,
fired the next day, by
he did,
the way.
yeah. I mean, obviously, like, you know you're going to get fired. It's a Black Monday. You're going to get fired. You have every right to be upset and yell at that opposing coach. And the way they did it, if it was a quarterback decision, then, I mean, Jameis Winston's a backup.
Yeah.
He's a fucking scrub. Like, I mean, it's fine. He's just getting his fucking stats
we
up.
don't want no scrubs.
Yeah, because a scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. His best friend's right, trying to holler at me. No, but yeah, no, it was bullshit. I think it was bullshit. It sucks for the look. Let me tell you something about the Falcons right now. Next year, they're going to go on a run. They have the team. They need the coaching, but they just need a quarterback. And so, I mean, obviously, they're going to get a high pick. That's fine and dandy, but the way they lost that final game shouldn't have happened. So,
Are you going to the game on Sunday?
fuck no, I wish. Actually,
okay.
no, I'm waiting because if they make it to the next round, then I would love to go to that one.
Yeah.
Because the way it's looking, the 49ers are going to go against the Eagles.
You're right.
And that's going to be kind of like wishy-washy. You know, you don't know if the Eagles are going to win.
They're
Maybe
not.
they might.
They're not.
I mean,
I'm telling you now. It was already in the football script or the NFL script. San Francisco 49ers win.
yeah,
Yeah.
all of it. NFC
No.
Championship.
No, it's actually down to, from what I saw, the Lions and I forgot Rams maybe? No.
No, because they play them in the first round, the wild card.
The Lions and the Steelers.
Oh,
Yeah. It was a bad script. We'll see.
terrible. Terrible.
And that was Action Sports with Javier. Thank you, Javier.
Suck me beautiful.
All right, it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed a flashback to when we used to do a little bit of news. a little bit of sports.
According to Eric, wasn't that they did a victory formation and went for it? Oh, they did. That's what happened. They wanted to go for it. They line up and go for it. So, like, the opposing defense was, like, lax.
Right.
They're like, oh, they're doing victory formation, and then you're not going to fucking go for it. I mean, you're like, oh, well, yeah, they're doing victory formation.
I mean, it is a sport. The sports are meant to win. People rely on stats and the money included, the betting and things like
the
that. There's a lot.
bonuses, I mean, at the end of the year, I mean, you're going to get your bonuses for however many points you score or, like, what you stop.
I say do what you could do. Fuck it. I don't care if it's 100-7. Keep making them points, baby. That's what I always say. Make them points. MTP. Make them points. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for listening to us on, all things where the podcasts are. And thanks for watching us here live on YouTube. If you don't already do so, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're right at 500. We want to continue to grow. Subscribe to our YouTube. I said that.
What?
Just subscribe to all of our things. Listen
Follow
to all
us
of
on
our
social
stuff.
media.
Follow
Call us 817-677-0408. Love you. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Timothy.
And we are
The
Funky Panther.
This episode's sponsored by Small Dick Condoms. They're the only condoms I use. Mostly because they're the only condoms that actually fit me.